Hi everyone, so it's me, Curtis Parody, and I'm here building another house in The Sims 3. Today I'll be building a modern celebrity mansion. The reason I decided to build this house is because of The Sims 3 Late Night. In The Sims 3 Late Night, you get the option of becoming a celebrity, and I figured that this could play a huge part in my next house. Now, this house is built in Bridgeport itself. It's the brand new town in The Sims 3 Late Night. So you're going to notice a lot of new features from The Sims 3 Late Night, like this new fountain. The new fountain tool is one of the things that are included in Late Night. Now, it may be accessible through an update, but I'm not sure. So you will have to check that out on your own. The reason I wanted to do this house was because mainly being a celebrity is a big part of The Sims 3 Late Night. It allows you to get into certain clubs and allows you to be popular, allows you to get a really good job and get lots of money. So it's a big part of this whole entire game. And I thought a lot of people are probably going to want to get one of these. Get this house, so I thought I'd build it for you guys as well. And so yeah, here we go. I'm just putting in some green grass because the grass on the lot was horribly gross looking. So I thought, as a celebrity, you don't want to have disgustingly green grass. So I've changed it up. These are the steps that will go right into the main part of the house. The house is on a higher level than the rest of the lot. And in the backyard, you're going to notice there is a sunken pool. But there's also going to be an extremely amazing view of Bridgeport in the background. And from the living room, and the kitchen, and the master bedroom, and the hot tub. Yeah, that's right, I said hot tub. You're going to have an amazing view of Bridgeport. Now, of course, I love me some hot tubs, so I gave the hot tub probably one of the best views. So your Sims can be sitting in the hot tub, and they can also have an amazing view of Bridgeport. Just kind of like there was in the preview of The Sims 3 Late Night. Everyone thought it was a high-rise hotel or apartment, but I'm pretty sure it was a house, or at least a lot, that was built in relatively the same spot as this house is. So if you want to know that. So we're just adding walls here, of course. The master bedroom will be on the top of the screen there. It'll span a whole side of the house, which is really nice. And on the other side, on the complete opposite, we have two bedrooms separating by a middle wall that you can see right there. And there will also be a gym and a study on this main floor. Right here is the main entrance. There's a fountain area on the back here. And on the other side, there's going to be stairs that go upstairs and down. So this house will have a basement in it. And there's kind of a cool feature that's in the basement. And I will show you that when we come to it. Now in the backyard here, we do have the new pool. It'll be a sunken pool. So you can see the stairs going down to it here. And there will be more as well as I level out the ground and we switch over to the rest of the pool view. Of course, at any time, if you want to check out the rest of my Sims 3 houses, you can. There's now an annotation in the top left corner, I believe is where it is, or the right corner, I'm not entirely sure, that actually will say, it says more Sims 3 houses or something to that extent. And you can just click that. It'll bring you to a playlist full of all of my Sims 3 houses. And you can play any of them there. You can also watch all of them in a row by just clicking the play all button. There's also a subscribe button up in the top left or right corner. And you can subscribe right there and you'll get new Sims 3 house videos every month. Now I do create a new Sims 3 house video on the 1st of every month, so you can check them out there. If you want to request a house for me to build, please use the moderator built onto my YouTube channel and onto my official website. I only accept Sims 3 house suggestions via the moderator, so if you post it in the comment section below, unfortunately I do not accept them through there, just because the moderator allows me a better idea of what people want to see. Because if you use the moderator, you can actually vote up and down on what other people have suggested, and the most popular house at the end of the month will be built. So that's how I'm doing this. I believe it allows a better way for me to figure out what everyone wants to see, because you just vote it up and down, and the one with the most votes gets to be built. So it's kind of simple like that. And yeah, so I think it's probably the best way to do this. In the front here, we're just leveling out the ground to make it more flat, more natural looking. Again, adding the ceiling here. It will be a thicker ceiling, a double ceiling if you want to say it. So it's just one of the things I really like to add on my modern houses. Now, as you can see here, again, I'm just adding all of the walls around the sides here. We're just more walls. just to add this thicker ceiling type onto it. So here we are, we're adding on to the second, the third floors here. The second and the third floors, it's the second and third floor. They're both wide open. They have glass windows on either side of it. So you can actually see, which I'm adding the glass windows right now. You can see straight through this, which is really cool. And in the end, you're actually going to notice it appears that it's just like a box, like a cardboard box kind of look. Of course, it doesn't look like a cardboard box, but that was the metaphor that I used for it when I designed the house. Was it's a box, but it doesn't have any ends on it, so you can see straight through it. So whether you're in the kitchen or you're in the living room, you can see straight out the front of the house and straight out the back, which means that you can just see the beautiful views of Bridgeport right from here, which is awesome. And you can see right over the pool and over everything, and it just appears that Bridgeport's just right outside of your window, which is amazing, even though this house is quite a far way away from Bridgeport. So here we go, we're adding more windows because what's a modern house without some windows? And of course, I'm not going to go extremely overboard on the windows, but I am going to add some because I am a big fan of windows. I think windows add a lot to a house. I'm a big sucker for windows. I love being able to see outside. I love when the sun shines in through it and all that other junk. So I'm just a big fan of windows. On the back here, you can see the big balcony. There's also a balcony on the very front of the house as well. Just so that your Sims can chill out on the balconies and they can look over the great views of Bridgeport. Just adding some railings up on the top here just to give it just a different look. I didn't really like it when there wasn't a railing up there. If you're wondering what those holes are, the kind of rectangular gaps over top, you can see one right there. Over top of the ends of the house. Basically, I just thought it would look cool instead of having the full roof there to have these gaps over top. It's right over top of the windows that are below there. Basically, it allows the sun in, and it gives this really sweet look of, the roof goes over it, but it doesn't entirely go over it, which is kind of cool. So we're adding some more doors, some more lights and stuff like that. I'll be going into these hallways as well. There's the gym. There's 2 bedrooms on the end there, and this is the master bedroom. As you can tell, it's a huge room, so there's going to be a lot of room for beds. There's going to be a bed in there. There's going to be like a small reading area, so there's going to be bookcases, and there's going to be some seating, and there's also going to be a TV in there as well. So it's going to be really cool once you guys get to see it. Here's the master bathroom. Upstairs, here we go. That's where the kitchen and the living room are. As you can see, I did some little cutouts there, and you'll see what one of them is for in a moment here. Adding some more, adding the counters in and the actual stove. As you can see, I put the fridge right in the wall. I think it gives like a really cool effect because it's like the fridge is just built right into the wall instead of being sticking out. I think it gives a really cool effect. You can think whatever you want, I suppose. It's just my personal opinion. So we have like a bar at the front here, and we're adding some bar stools. Also going to add a table, sort of a modern table. I think it's from the Chinese or Japanese World Adventure set, but I like it. It's black and it's like a dark red, so it's really cool. Using Create Style, if you just click on one of these objects, you can actually use the palette that's already created with it, and you can drag it to different objects. So that's what I did with the chairs around the whole table, and I also used it for the bar stools. I'll do it for the couch as well here. As you can see, I added the red. It's the exact same red that's on the chairs and on the table. Another cool thing that was added with Late Night, I'm not sure if you can get this through an update or not, but if you're hanging anything on the walls, like I did with the lights, you can actually drag them up and down, which is really cool. So if you just place something onto the wall, you can actually drag it up or down, as you can see that I'm going to do with the lights here in a second. Is you just simply drag them up or down by just pressing and holding on them, and then there's just some arrows that appear, and simply just drag it up or down. You can place paintings and lights and everything at any different level on the walls now, which is really cool. Outside here, we just got some lounge chairs so that you can sit out here. Your sim can sit and they can suntan, and it's a great view. Inside, we got the study here. Lots of bookcases, of course, and on the corners, you can tell that I've added a little bit of wall there. Gives it a better look than just having the bookcases go straight into the wall. It kind of gives this corner effect, and I think it looks really, really cool. Big desk in front of the window there, so it lets in a lot of nice natural light. Again, using Create Style to drag the patterns that are applied to the chair to the other chairs, and I'll also be applying it to a sofa that'll be by the bookcases in a minute. some light fixtures, some sort of modern light fixtures that are just sort of simple, a rug, and I add some, using Create a Style again, I changed the look of the rug to more of a modern look and a nice modern painting on the wall. A few shelves here we're going to add just basically to put some little shrub thing plants on, whatever you want to call them. Here's the entrance of the house. Basically, I just wanted to go with something sort of clean and minimalist, so there's just some chairs there, a nice painting over top of the fountain in the back, and then we're going to add some plants on the either side. Again, we're adding more lights into the hallways here to make it more bright. And after this, I believe, yeah, here we are. We're into the gym. Those treadmills might be a little bit different if you've never seen them before. I believe they came from some set from the Sims 3 store. I'm not sure exactly what set it was, but I know I was gifted it by someone, so I'd like to thank that someone, but I cannot remember if it came from a set or if it came from an expansion pack or where it actually came from. This is the second bedroom in the house. There's actually two of them. There's one here and there's one right behind this one. I actually only show footage of this one because I needed to cut down on the amount of footage in this house, but it's more of a modern slash kind of how do I call this? I kind of called it the college dorm room meets modern meets, I don't know, I'm just making stuff up room. So it's got like some kid stuff, but it's more of like an adult slash young adult room. So that's how I'm going to explain it. And if you think it's elsewhere, it looks like something else, then it probably does, and I'm probably just wrong. Now here's the master bedroom. Bed with a big, nice piece of art over top and a nice rug underneath there. More bookcases, and there's also going to be a rug in front of this with 3 chairs. Basically, your Sims can just sit here and read and relax and, do whatever they want to. It's their master bedroom, and they can do whatever. There you go. As you can see with the different paintings right there, they're all at 3 different heights. That was just used by grabbing them and sliding them up and down the wall, which is really cool. And one feature I just kind of actually came across randomly. I didn't even know it existed, but then I realized after, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. So here's the seating area. As you notice, I didn't really put it on a normal 90-degree angle or anything like that. They're just kind of placed in at like 45, something like that. So it's really cool. Gives like a different look instead of being completely square. It means the seating area is a little bit off, and it gives a different look to the whole house. Here's the bathroom for the master bedroom, and there's also going to be a closet off to the side of it. Now going into the backyard, we have some more, just adding some landscaping features like some shrubs and stuff. I'm always horrible at adding shrubs, so it's something I do need to work on in the future, but I don't know. I did okay. I didn't do completely amazing, though, but at least that's what I think. I guess supposedly everyone who creates thinks that they can always create better, so there you go. Now in the backyard here, as you can tell, I like it. I think the sunken pool is a really cool feature behind the whole house. It kind of gives, when you walk out, this is how I imagined it. When you walk out the back of the house on the bottom floor here, you see the sunken down pool, and then up on the other side you see the hot tub, and then up beyond that you see Bridgeport. So it's kind of like a whole looking down and then bringing your eyes up, instead of looking up and then bringing your eyes down. So that's how I imagined it, but you might see it in a different way. But it's kind of how I think out my houses when I'm actually planning them. I imagine how it will look if I literally could stand inside of that house. So if I could stand in it, what would be to my left, right, and what would be above me, and what do I see maybe through the windows, or what do I see from this point of view? And that's how I think that I can create like nice houses, is because I think, what do I want to see, and I make the house accommodate for it. That's why there's big windows facing out the back, and the big balconies on the second floor, is because I want to be able to see Bridgeport, because I think it looks really, really nice from the back. Now, here we go. I'm adding the basement. This is the first time you guys have actually ever seen me build a basement into my house. In my last video, I did have a basement, but I never showed it. So downstairs here, there is going to be a bedroom and a bathroom, and there's also a laundry room. The bedroom is for your butler, so you can stick your butler down here. But the best part about the whole basement is this other thing, and it's called the garage. And I know lots of people are going to say that I'm saying the word garage wrong, but that's how I pronounce it. I pronounce it garage. So because in the Sims 3, for some reason, cars can appear here, there, and everywhere, and your Sims actually don't have to get into them. They just kind of appear out in the street. I didn't need a garage door to bring it to the outside, so that's why there's a bunch of cars down in the basement, because it's kind of cool And I thought, since your sim is a celebrity, why not have a huge collection of different looking cars? And I thought it was a really cool feature. So here's the final product. As you can see, Bridgeport's in the background, just looks amazing. Here's a picture from the hot tub, as you can tell. Looks amazing. Here's from upstairs in the living room. And you've also got the dining room / kitchen right here. Here's the study. As you can see, it looks really nice colors. It's really soft and warm, and there's nothing really harsh in there. Here's the master bedroom. As you can see, it's very long. Windows at either end, and you can see Bridgeport out the back there. Looks amazing. I really love how it looked. Again, here's the living room upstairs. Grand piano. It all looks beautiful. And Bridgeport in the background. So guys, I want to thank you for watching this video today. Remember, the download link to download this house from the Sims 3 Exchange is below. You can download it for free. You can also find more pictures and more information about this house on my website. There is a link below for more information. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you for watching this video today, and remember to subscribe for more Sims 3 house videos, new Sims 3 house video every month. So anyway, guys, I will see you later, and remember, happy simming.